Hi everyone, and welcome to what became a second Pandora sales haul. In my previous video I said I was gonna show you a couple more items from the sales that I still hadn't received, but by the time I'm recording this I placed and received a few other orders. Okay, so let's start from the first box. Okay, so I got a couple of bracelets. I quite like them, especially this one. So this bracelet, I have to say, was quite a surprise. It is really pretty, but what I didn't realize is that you cannot add clips on it. So I'm not sure I really like that. I used to be one of the ones against clips. Like, I really did not like clips at all. But then the first time that I actually created a bracelet with clips, I realized how much more well balanced it was and how much more comfortable it sits on your wrist. I'm now, I wouldn't say a big fan of clips, but I do like having clips on my bracelet. So I could wear it by itself, but it feels like a waste. I just realized that those clips that I showed you with the pink writing loft probably are old as I thought that they were, because the writing is identical to the writing on this bracelet, and this bracelet isn't brand new. I mean, it came out a while ago. Very beautiful. I was actually surprised. I didn't expect it to be this nice, but the fact that you cannot have clips on it is kind of shame, so I don't know. Okay, let's move on to the next bracelet. Okay, so this second bracelet I actually have been wanting for a long time, and again, I don't know how this is possible, but I've never realized that you cannot put clips on this bracelet. So again, it's very nice, but I do have other bracelets that I can feel still. If I have to buy a new one, I'd much rather buy one where I can have clips if I wanted, rather than not having that chance. The clasp is not massive, but you can definitely tell it's got two leaves on it and then tiny bright leaves on here that are very cute. It is a very nice bracelet. I just don't like the fact that you cannot have clips on it. Such a shame. Okay, so these were the only two bracelets that I got. Moving on to the rest of the items. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so this one I actually thought a long time about whether or not I had to get it. So ever since the sales started, this was right at the top of the sales page, and I always kept looking at it and never got it, but there was something about it that was just calling to me. I don't know, and it is very cheap, so I thought I might give it a try. And I have to say I'm happy that I got it because it's really nice. It's very well made. The details are all very clear. Like, you've got the tiny snowman with his happy little face, the scarves, the buttons, the little snowflakes, the sky, of course, the snow, and the trees. And then you've got a bunch of little stars over here. It's not massive, and yet they've been able to fit a lot of details in it. This is actually very cute. If you have a Christmas bracelet, or if you're planning on making one, but you don't want to spend a huge amount of money on a bracelet that you're likely to only wear Christmas or around the holidays, you should get this one, because I think it's very visible when you have it on the bracelet. It sticks out and you can see all of the details clearly. I like it a lot. Okay, so next, let's see what I have. Okay, so this one, since the beginning, I was torn between the gingerbread one and this one. So because I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep the gingerbread one, because I like it a lot, but I think it's too tiny, I thought, okay, let me try to get this and see it in real life, so I can actually decide once and for all which one I like better. And these actually, I'm actually kind of glad that it was such a disappointment, because it made my choice a lot easier. Like, I thought this would be a lot chunkier, and I don't know, I really don't like the back, even though they've tried to fill the emptiness of the house with cute little details in it. And I have to say they kind of succeeded, as in you have the Christmas tree with a star at the top and you can see Christmas lights hanging on the wall, and then there's like, I don't know if this is a table or if it's a fireplace. It might be a fireplace. And then you have the presents around the tree. So this, all of this inside actually makes it very pretty, let's say. But I don't like the fact that the back of the house is empty. I don't know, this is a lot thinner than I thought it would be. And the red is less bright than I thought it would be, a darker shade than I thought. So it's a pretty charm. I like the crystals on here as well. In general, because there are so many dangle charms and I tend to find myself always having too many, if I have an alternative, if they make a charm in 2 versions and one of them is not a dangle, I would rather usually go for that one. And in this case, with the gingerbread house, that one isn't dangle, and I even like it more in general. Okay, yeah, so here's the gingerbread one. Do you see what I mean when I say that the gingerbread one is a little bit too small as opposed to what I was expecting? This one is nice because it's colorful and it's got crystals over here. But I would say it's a lot less detailed. I mean, you have details inside, but you cannot really tell when you have the house on the bracelet like this. Whether this one, even if you don't see one side of the house when you put it on the bracelet, whichever other side you're going to choose to show, it is gonna have some cuter details. I don't know. In general, I like it more than the other one. Okay, moving on to the next charm that I got. I have 3 more charms in here. Let's start picking this one. They do it in 3 colors: silver, rose, and shine. So last year with the previous sale, I got a couple of charms in shine that I really loved and were very cheap, but I have to say I haven't been able to place them anywhere because I don't really like how they look anywhere on my bracelets. So I thought of getting a few more shine charms to see what happens if I manage to create a bracelet with at least a bunch of shine charms rather than just 2, and then maybe fit something else in between. This one is cute, and I thought I might give it a try, but this one probably is one of the ones that I'm not going to keep because it doesn't impress me that much. On the website, it looked kind of fuller and more precious. It was very bright and shiny, and in reality, it doesn't have that effect. It doesn't really convince me, but I got another shine charm, which I actually love. So this arrow right here was so cheap. It was like 14 euros or something, 14.50, something like that. And they put it back up a bunch of times, and every time I wasn't quick enough to manage to get it because it goes sold out immediately. And I was very happy when I finally managed to get one. And I have to say, this is one of the rare cases where it actually looks better in real life than it does on the picture on their website. So on the website, I thought it was cute. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it. And I looked at the picture, I thought it was cute, and it was very cheap. And again, as I'm planning to have more shine charms to build a bracelet, I thought, let's get it and have a look at it. But I'm sure it's going to be a disappointment because it's so cheap. Something doesn't convince me about it. Instead, obviously, I mean, the price is justified by the fact that it is very thin. It's very long as well, and it is not tiny. It's just very thin and light. And I love the fact that it looks great on its own. Like you could have it on a necklace and I think it would look great. This is very, very beautiful. Seriously, if you manage to see it, just get it, because for the price, it is a steal. It's very, very beautiful. I'm in love with this piece and I can't wait to place it somewhere. So last but not least, this little mama bear here. I do love Pandora Rose. There aren't that many charms in rose that I like, so whenever I find one that's very pretty, I tend to get it. And this one, oh my god, so this was actually very cheap. This is just too cute. She's got her baby with her, and I cannot manage to get it into focus if I put it too close to the camera, but you're gonna have to trust me. Like, the face of the tiny bear is so detailed that it's crazy. It's actually very well made and detailed. You can see the eyes, the mouth, the little bow on the head. You can see everything. Like, the face of the baby bear is as detailed as the face of the bigger one. So that's quite impressive. Overall, I really like this charm, and I think it's a very particular shape that sticks out on the bracelet, and for the price that they're selling it for, it is an amazing charm to have. I like it a lot. I don't necessarily have a meaning for this charm, and I normally wouldn't have bought it if it was full price, but for that kind of price, I guess you can afford to say, hey, I'm just gonna get this charm because I love the way it looks, even though I don't necessarily have a reason to get it. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me, but it's beautiful. I love how it looks. It would look great on a bracelet. Yeah, why not? I think it's amazing. I also got these two Muranos, but I'm very disappointed with both of them. Oops. So the yellow one was like on sale for 41 euros, which is still a lot. Even now on camera, it actually looks more yellow than it is in real life. It's very pale and faded, kind of like a off-white. And then it has a bit of shimmering of gold pieces in it. But overall, it's definitely not as yellow as I thought it would be. Let me see. Like, if you have it on a bracelet, I don't know, it's not the color that I thought it would be. And to be honest, for the price, it's not worth it. And then the other one is this, which was like 20 euros, which is fair enough, not a bad price. But again, this is very faded. I thought it was purple. On the website, it looked very purple, but it's very faded instead. I don't like it that much. So this is everything else that I got on sale since the last time that I recorded the other video a few days ago. And I actually have one last order that I yet have to receive. Let's hope that that is actually going to be the last one, and that by the time I record that video and I show you that purchase, I will have not placed other orders, because seriously, this is getting too complicated. Aside, obviously, thankfully, a few exceptions, like a few items that, as I showed you, I didn't particularly like as much in real life as I thought I would. I'm not gonna have to put everything back on the table and decide the ones that I want to keep and the ones that have to go. Even though a lot of these things are very cheap, when you add them all up, obviously they're not going to be cheap anymore. I will come back soon with another video showing you the last sales purchase. Again, hopefully it's going to be the last. And then I'm thinking of putting all of these things I got together on the table, trying to decide with you which ones I want to keep and which ones I'm not going to keep. And then maybe I'm gonna ask you to please let me know in the comments what you think and help me choose. So I'll see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like. It only takes you a second and it helps me a lot and it makes me very happy. Once I've decided for sure what I keep, I cannot wait to start adding those things on the bracelets where they're supposed to go and start working on each project. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.